Well, hello and welcome to Outdoor Oklahoma. I'm Todd Craighead. Recently, the ODWC began an aggressive effort to modernize our existing gun ranges and even build many brand new ones throughout the state. And the new range here at the Kaw Wildlife Management Area will also have our very first archery tower, which will help archery hunters hone their hunting skills in more realistic situations. In the coming years, we'll be expanding this same effort at many more WMAs all across the state. A wildlife department that prioritizes the need for safe, modern public ranges is just another reason to love Oklahoma and the adventures that await you.
A lot better than being at work or being at school.
Yeah, tired of school, tired of work.
Now that you got your college classes done for the summer, little treat getting to go fish?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think something I was really excited about was not having to pack my computer.
Yeah. Not being attached to that for a little while? Or just kind of throw like where the tree's out of the water?
Mm-hmm.
Like that first 3 or 4 feet where that green leaf is?
Mm-hmm.
Try to throw right there and then bring it back this way and just let it sit. A little farther. Leader hung up.
Oh, I probably just got hung up. No.
That's good TV, you just got both of us hung up at the same time.
Oh. First catch.
Pretty good sized smallmouth right here.
Crush it.
Catch you again later. All right, your turn.
You just don't die.
This place is very special to me. My great-grandpa bought it early 60s, and I had the privilege growing up here, and then now sharing it with my daughter, fourth generation. It's just really special.
And this is my grandparents' land, my dad's, where he grew up. It's very special coming out here. It's just another home that feels even more like home. Oh!
There you go. There you go. Tighten your drag up just a little bit.
Come on.
Thanks.
All right, now you gotta help me with the hook.
Why is that?
I don't, that's why. I don't want to hook myself.
Did it hit it right away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before it even got to the bottom?
I think it just got about near. I thought I hit a limb first. So I jerked it to try and keep it off the limb, and then it kept fighting back.
There you go.
That's not a limb.
Right.
That's a piece.
That's a good one. Get your picture. There you go.
Hey, Dad.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. You can kiss your own fish.
There you go.
Good job, babe.
Thank you. Got it. All right.
My dad's version of fishing was catching, usually like catfish and stuff, and watching a bobber was painful to me. So that type of fishing didn't really appeal to me. Up until I was out of college, all I had was my Snoopy pole from when I was a kid. I caught my first bass on topwater, and it was downhill from there. Next thing you know, I got a corner of the garage that looks like Bass Pros.
You caught a fish, I caught a tree. My first memory of fishing isn't necessarily my memory. It's something that I've been told happened. We were at a wedding, and I was about, I believe, 3 or 4. Of course, I'm a kid at a wedding who doesn't really care I'm at a wedding. I was bored. So Dad actually snuck off with me to take me to a little pond nearby, and we went fishing there. So there's a photo of me in a little blue sundress holding fishing pole, and even though I don't necessarily remember that myself, it's very special.
It's fun picking out new lures and talking about lures. And when she was little, we would do trades. She would take the lures that I'd already given her, and we'd trade out. You know, I'd set out my extra ones and we'd trade out, so that was always fun.
Oh, I always freak out, especially because I'm not someone who fishes very regularly. So when I do, it's like a new experience all over again, no matter where we're at. And I always think, you know, oh, I won't freak out that much when a fish bites. I freak out. I definitely freak out. I'm always excited. I'm always yelling, "Dad, Dad, come over, I got a fish on the line." And every time he'll run over. And as many years as I've been fishing, I still do not like taking the hook out of the fish's mouth. I'm always afraid that it'll flinch and I'll stick myself. So it's those things that are just very special every time I go fishing with him. Ever seen a flying fish before? Whee!
One more cast.
I would definitely say I myself am a daddy's girl when it comes to just wanting to hang out with him and enjoying going out. I don't plan on giving up fishing anytime soon. I don't think I'll ever be as much of a master at fishing that he is. Even if I am good at fishing, I'll still call him and say, "Oh, but how do I do this? Help explain to me again how to tie a lure on." Like, I think that's something I'll always want to do, even if it's not necessarily something I'd have to do. Did you? Aww. You come over and fish my spot. One cast.
I gave you like, uh-oh.
Oh, that's what you get. Hey, Dad.
Redemption, chaos.
Chaos, chaos.
Let's go ahead and go find a shady spot.
I'm ready for lunch.
Ready for lunch? All right. Don't fall in.
No promises. All right.
We'll find some lunch.
Thank you for taking me out here.
All right. Love you, babe.
Love you.
Enjoy this time.
Me too. Ready? Let's go.
Trying to grab every moment, make every memory that I can. And there's one song, She Thinks We're Just Fishing, you know. That's a great time to just get away from everything, the phone and everything, and just be one-on-one and listen. Sometimes things that might slip by get brought up when you're out there slowing down a little bit.
This is really a special day for me because I met Ryan and her family just a few weeks ago, and we really hit it off because, you know, I don't really talk about all that much on Outdoor Oklahoma, but Ryan and I have the exact same birth defect. It's called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita. And when I was introduced to Ryan, we just hit it off. And we have so much in common with our birth defects. But then when I found out that she and her family loved to fish, then I knew we were inseparable friends. So we're getting together and doing a little catfishing tonight. You sure you don't want to try a catfish?
Can I try some stinky bait?
Yeah. Use the stick and push that black thing down in there. There you go, that's good. Okay, now you leave the stick in there for the next time and pull the string and pull it out. It's kind of like mud. Don't let it get on you. Okay, all right. Now we're loaded.
Smell good, Ryan?
No.
You gonna name this catfish when you catch him? Name it? You're not gonna name it, are you? No.
Are they slimy?
Well, they're wet. Yeah, they're a little slimy, but they don't have scales like other fish do. They have skin. Ooh, look at that. I think you're getting one.
Do I pull it up yet?
Yep, pull it up. Yep, I think so. You want me to hold the rod again? Okay.
What's it say, Mommy? Outdoor Oklahoma. That's better. The sun was in my eyes.
You know, I've always heard my mom tell stories about when I was born and how I just came out as just a complete surprise. They had no idea that I was going to be different.
Yeah.
And I've really, in my whole life, 47 years old, I really haven't met but maybe one or two other people with arthroporosis. So I was really excited to get to meet Ryan.
Yeah, that's us too. We have met a few really young kids. I would love to start some kind of like a get-together where we could, and you know, and even with the siblings of these kids,
Sure.
because I know when my oldest daughter was little, she didn't understand. So there's, you know, kids out there that don't understand, and just to know they're not alone because this is so rare.
When Ryan was born, did you have any clue ahead of time that she was going to be different?
Whenever I had my ultrasound when I was 5 months pregnant, and I seen her foot, and it was the shape of an L, like a club foot. And I told my doctor, and I said, "There's something wrong with her foot." And he said, "No." He said, "I think it's just the way that she's laying." And so he kind of tried to move it around, and every time it was an L. So he said, "We'll check it her next ultrasound." And whenever we checked it the next ultrasound, we seen them both, you know, turned in like this. And then he went ahead and told me every 2 weeks I had to come back and have an ultrasound done. And he went ahead and told me, he said, I can't say for sure right now, but I think it's, you know, AMC. But it is so rare. And he said that he's never seen a child with it before.
My dad and my mom would essentially show me what the end product was supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You know, like when we were showing Ryan how to hold that fishing pole, really how I hold it's not going to be of any help to her because she's totally different.
Yeah.
The way you hold it's going to be different for her too. But my parents would show me what the end product's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You know, what it's supposed to look like in the end. And then they would just sit back and let me have some time alone to figure it out.
Yeah.
And usually I could figure out a way to do it. And I know that Ryan's probably going to be that same way. You know, I can already see it, you know, some when she's trying to figure out how to hold a fishing pole or whatever it is.
She is very headstrong. I think if you just push her and let her know that she can, you know.
Well,
'cause she is one of those that is not, she doesn't feel sorry for herself.
that's great.
So I am so
good.
thankful for that.
You know, and for Ryan and I can speak for both of us, we've never known anything different.
Exactly.
So this is normal for us.
Exactly.
And if you treat us as normal, then the world's a happy place. But if you constantly remind me that I'm different and I'm special, or I can't do things the same way, then I'm going to be self-conscious of that.
Exactly.
And it's going to kind of stigmatize me a little bit.
It's my oldest daughter actually had said something the other day, and it was just like the perfect comment. She said, Ryan's more than her disability.
Oh,
and I thought that it
great.
was just awesome to hear her say that.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that broke off. That was a huge fish. Man. It's not on there. Let's reel up some of this slack. Okay, just point it right down at the bobber. There, you got him. Yeah, reel it up, reel it. Oh, missed him. I've got a big long scar all the way up. And you've got one there too. I've got one on the end of my elbow too.
I got one right there, and right there, right there, and
Man.
the back of my leg, and the other back of my leg. But it's on the back of my feet.
So what do you think about having all those surgeries? Is it really that big of a deal? Man, it's just something you got to do, right? Just like you just got to catch this fish.
Mommy, I got one. Yeah.
Teamwork. Are you tired yet?
It makes it hard to roll in.
I know. You're doing a good job. Look at that fish.
Do I have one?
Yes, you got a big one. It doesn't break the line. Look at him there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to give you the fishing pole, and you just walk up there in the grass and just drag them up, okay?
Whoa.
You got it?
Can you help me up the hill?
Yeah. There, now you can just walk up. Just keep walking. Keep going. Looky there.
Catfish.
Now, how do you know it's a catfish?
Because it has whiskers.
It has whiskers on it? Yep. You got them. It might be easier to put your fingers in there. Here, step this way. Come towards me. You're on that fishing pole. There you go.
I just catch the catfish. Ooh, it's heavy.
It's heavy in it. I'll help. Wow. Well, she's a very special young girl, and she's going to grow up and be a wonderful woman, and she's going to do a lot of good, and I can already tell that.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Well, we hope today's stories remind you that Oklahoma is a perfect place to explore. So no matter how you choose to enjoy our state's incredible natural world, remember, your adventure starts with Outdoor Oklahoma. Whew. Man. Outdoor Oklahoma is produced by the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation and is proud to serve and be funded entirely by sportsmen and women and outdoor enthusiasts who love and appreciate all things wild in the great state of Oklahoma. Okay, well, that's probably good. I'm going to hit